Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the riveting adventure of Ghost Trick by Capcom. I'm Ren, they, them pronouns, and lead reporter on the story.
Hi, I'm Louisa, she, her pronouns, field reporter, active on the scene now.
What do you see, Louisa? What is going on in this current misadventure?
Well, there's a little lady in a suitcase who told us a really sad story. It was really fucked up. And we were just told that if we tried to follow her and free her from her suitcase, someone would sense our presence and then kill the little girl. Back to you, Ren.
Thank you. I also heard that this same child in the suitcase is also the daughter of an escaped convict who avoided his own execution this same evening.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, isn't it?
That's fucked up, man. That's so fucked up.
Well, we gotta cut to sports, but we'll be back with you on this exciting story next time on Gaithers. Woo! Let's keep churning, kids.
Let's do it.
If you're not caught up in this series, you should at least watch the last ep, because it was wild.
Buck wild time.
Absolutely
You'll be very
insane.
confused if you start in the middle of this one, I gotta say.
Yeah, but chapter 12. Let's get going.
Ooh.
It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter.
Okay, so maybe he doesn't know something that we don't know. He just thinks they got confused.
Right. I mean, I feel like if I was a father and I heard a young girl's voice over the phone, you could mistake that. But we saw her have a recording.
We saw the little recording. That's really what gets me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why would you fake kidnap one person's daughter while actually kidnapping someone else's?
The fake kidnapping someone's daughter, I get. You just want to get him to do this thing.
Right.
Like, that's whatever. But why do they need Camilla?
I don't know.
Because if the person you would get Camilla to persuade is Jowd, and they want Jowd dead, so they don't want to persuade him. So who are they kidnapping Camilla for?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the deal with the person, who I think is the blue man we saw at the beginning and haven't seen since.
Who's a sniper trying to kill Lynn, and perhaps he's gonna try and get to Lynn through Camilla, because he knows
Maybe, yeah. You could use Camilla to get to Lynn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is a tangled little web. Web.
Mm-hmm.
When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted.
Uh-oh.
That the
This is
kidnappers
worse for
had been
Lynn.
holed up in Camilla's old house. Now they sensed my presence and were already gone.
But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old justice minister.
I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow.
The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much.
It's a cruel twist of fate. I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout.
There's no way it could be just coincidence.
And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead.
I just don't understand any of it.
I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister. It wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped.
Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. How can I believe in you? I'm a realist.
Please! If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and...
I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer.
She won't?
It's deadline night, girlie.
You're right.
And they're
She's working
so
on
divorced.
her romance novel.
Mm-hmm.
It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter?
That's a fair point.
That is actually one of the more valid things a character in this game
that's a
has
fair
said.
point, man.
Yeah. Respect. Oh, we know who this is.
Who is? Oh yeah, all right. Ooh-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Yeah, okay.
Of course, of course.
Miss me, baby.
Inspector Cabanella!
Yes, swag, pussy out, king, shit.
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah.
I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. Deep
Wow.
bow. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is.
Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry.
Lynn. Please, don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye.
This is like so much drama.
Yeah, this is Louisa talks to herself.
Yeah, it is on her Blorbos on screen right now.
But yeah, deep drama.
So should I talk to Lan or talk to Jowd? What do you think?
I don't know, man.
It's
Start
been a
wherever
minute
you
since we
want.
talked to Jowd.
Sure. Can we get over to him?
Oh, no.
Right.
Too far away. So let's start with Lynn. According to what I heard, Amelie was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight.
Those horrible kidnappers. They were lying in wait for her.
Oh, do they think Camilla
Amelie
is
didn't go out after all.
Amelie?
Yeah. They said it was a mistake.
Oh, they just straight up. Oh.
Yeah. They think it's the minister's daughter.
But then why do they have that little tape? I don't understand.
Oh, I don't know. That's also a good point. Why not just actually have the supposed daughter, like...
Yeah,
cry
if they
out for
thought
her
it was
dad?
her,
Yeah.
just put her on the phone.
Right.
I feel like, oh, this is.
But Amelie didn't go out. After all, she couldn't. She had a fever.
Huh. And so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead?
What's interesting
Apparently.
here is if we hadn't jumped on the phone, we wouldn't have seen that clip with the fake.
Right.
Like that was an optional branch. Like people could miss that.
Yeah.
So I'm very intrigued to know if that's like something we're supposed to be aware of at this moment.
Right.
I mean, they put it in there, so it was intentional, but like,
Yeah, whoever wrote this game was playing 5-dimensional chess. This is a
yeah,
really...
I love it. I love it. I'm having a really good time.
It's cool.
My hums are all I'm enjoying. Every time I do a little this is my engagement.
I'm picturing you with your hands steepled together in front of your chin,
Yes.
which is a legit common Louisa position.
I do actually do this, unironically.
Apparently, Amelie and Camilla are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up.
It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened.
Oh right, you asked her to bring the music box.
Camilla,
Talk to the minister?
I guess so, because I can't get
Yeah.
any further over. But he's annoying to talk to.
Yeah.
My poor Amelie. Is she alright? Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla. Why is a dream talking to me in my head again?
Dude.
wait a minute. Amelie? Could that be the Amelie next door?
Yes, I think so.
Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door.
No, not me. My wife, it's complicated.
Not that complicated, man. This happens.
Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him.
The minister's wife ran away on him. Maybe they grew apart, what with him being so busy.
Not your
Yeah.
business, Lynn.
I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. Alright, so that's that on that. Should we go somewhere with
Wait,
the
if
phone?
we unpause, do things progress? Oh, there's dialogue to happen. If you little, yeah.
You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella? That the execution was tonight.
I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. Oh no, things are freezing for me.
No.
Okay, there we go.
And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing.
Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing.
Huh?
I know two things to be true, and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? Camilla, I wish you were less lawful.
Yeah,
Get cool.
get cooler.
If that's the case, why did you bring him here?
Yeah, this isn't the police station, homie.
It sure isn't. It's not the prison
Whatever
either.
do you mean, young lady?
He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? So, were all those rumors about you true? The only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend?
Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby.
That's enough, Lynn. Oh, no, sorry. That's a your boy.
But Detective Jowd!
I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be.
But...
Yikes.
Drama, drama, drama.
Yikes. Yikes.
There's only 2 capsules left in the bottle. According to the minister himself, he's supposed to take...
Ren, you're clearly remembering the drinking of the pills.
Shut up! Shut up! He's supposed to take 2 at a time. So he has enough for just one more fit. I wonder why. I wonder why he's almost out.
Who could say?
Who could say? Oh, we can talk to Jowd now.
Interesting. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping.
Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter.
That's terrible. What's their demand?
The carrying out of your execution tonight.
Ha 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 ha! I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple!
Why not?
Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped.
Ooh, I missed some words in that, but that's cool.
It's Camilla.
What? Camilla?
I checked it out for myself. I'm positive.
No, it can't be!
And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him! I'm the one who shot her! I'm the one who shot Alma! And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer any more after tonight. When her dad dies, homie.
Yeah, when she's an orphan, legit, for real, forever? Homie. Also, if you die, she has then, in some way, technically killed both her parents.
Yeah.
And you don't just grow up with that knowledge and end up fine. And end up okay.
Even if you think you're taking the fall for your daughter here, you don't want the, homie.
That's still on her conscience, for sure. Homie.
That's on, she's gonna be thinking about that forever,
It's
homie.
It's so bad. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Get him, Sissel! Yes! Correct. Correct, king.
Is it true what Camilla said?
Why don't you tell us what you know?
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's Alma's birthday. We came home from work and she went in first.
Mom!
What was that noise? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them. Now, I have a second thought.
Yeah?
A ghost could have set this up.
Oh.
This is a murder that could have been constructed by a ghost.
The ghost of the man that Jowd killed, and so this is the ghost's revenge?
Yeah.
But that only works.
Because it's all about moving
Yes,
objects.
but also remember, ghosts only get one night.
No, it said this was 5 years ago, though.
So does the timeline work that he could have...
Yeah, but this was 5 years ago.
He could have saved Lynn in the park that night.
I have no idea, but it might.
I think,
And come home and it was a break. Yeah, no, she was talking about.
But I thought Lynn...
This was 5
I thought
years
that was
ago.
10 years ago
And
for
was
Lynn.
Oh, was it?
I think maybe. Because we were talking about, like, how old she'd have to be for...
But also, if we're following my theory
Yeah.
of Ray is the guy that got shot,
Okay.
Ray's still around. Ray
True.
didn't die tonight anyways.
True. That we know of.
That we know of. Maybe he did. But it doesn't feel like he did. He knows so much.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. It's a good theory.
Okay.
So the little lady's mother died right in front of her.
Oh my, that's so horrible.
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking ghost
Yeah.
interfered.
That's a ghost trick if I've
That's
ever
a
heard of
ghost
one.
trick.
Ghost trick! An impossible move.
Yeah, okay, the powers of the dead. We're getting there. I was right. Okay.
Yeah.
Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was, of course, the firing of the gun.
Right. That was an antique gun I'd had on display for years.
So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design.
Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid?
He spun around in the air, midair.
Right.
Somebody did that. It's a fucking ghost.
Somebody fucking did that shit.
It was supposed to shoot its
It was supposed-
arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it.
A ghost.
I don't know what to say.
And if it is the ghost of the guy that Jowd killed, it makes a little more sense why Jowd is blaming himself.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course.
The gun, huh? Come to think of it. The gun is gone.
Mm-hmm.
He took it off display. There's no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not, because I secretly switched the gum out. The gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. But one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What? You mean...
My gay lover!
And that detective
Oh no, to Lynn!
still thinks it's a music box.
Oh my god.
So, that's what was in the box, huh?
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. It's been 5 years since then. I've stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of. Even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before.
The powers of the dead, right?
That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about these powers.
Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know.
Good flashback, Louisa. Good work. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers.
This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Jowd.
There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die?
Okay.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
And I'm sure that the guilt of, like, everything that happened with his wife is compounded by the fact he was having an affair with Cabanella. I mean, that makes the whole situation worse.
Yeah, true. Also, Ren, just a heads up, the lag is kind of coming back. You're getting robot-y again. We should try to wrap this up, because I'm worried.
Okay.
Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true?
Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time?
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake!
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where is that music box now?
In Temsic Park, that Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You better go pick it up. Are they just having this conversation out loud?
I think so.
Cabanella is right fucking there.
He is.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side.
And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say.
Yeah, if we show up again, Camilla might die, so that's a problem.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Alright, we're having a bit of technical difficulties, so we're gonna cut this episode a little shorter than the usual.
Luckily,
thanks
because
for
of our
joining
new
us.
recording setup,
Yeah,
it should
we
be
should
completely
be all
perfect
good.
for you. It should have seemed
Yeah,
like a
hopefully
crisp
you
and
haven't
good
noticed
episode.
any problems. Hopefully,
And
we're
you're
all
just now
Gucci.
hearing of it.
Mm-hmm. So sorry for the bad news, but we'll be back. You know.
For sure.
And I'm excited by this development. Like, I feel like we're now
Yeah.
we've hit the 2/3 of the way through the game mark, which means instead of being introduced to new red strings, we're starting to tie them together. The fact that that was a ghost dealing with the contraption, like, I feel like we're getting more answers instead of questions now, which I'm excited about.
Yes, it's fascinating, and unfortunately, the fact that Ray is the only ghost we've met who, like, was aware of the powers and is still a ghost.
Doesn't look
ooh,
good
that makes
for
him look
Ray.
bad.
Doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good for Grandpa. Nope.
No.
Nope. Alright, well, I'm fascinated. I'd love to hear people's, like, conspiracy theories about the game in the comments.
Yeah,
so
unless
we
you
can
actually
do
know
the
what's going
actual
on.
Ending.
Shut up.
Yeah, be ominous, but do not spoil. But if you're just like us, along for the ride, you know, share your thoughts,
Yeah.
share your ideas.
Thanks for joining us. Ollie bye-bye, folks.
For sure. Ollie, bye-bye.